Welcome everyone. This is Lynn and...
Hi, I'm Usha.
Sorry, being a bit over dramatic there. We've got Daya and John and Surrender also. But let's say hello to our Zoom people. Kanchan, have we seen you before with us on Zoom? Shall I give you the power to speak? 1 second.
Your name is very familiar, Kanchan, so that's why we were wondering whether we've had you before on this program. So let us know if you have.
It always helps to be able to actually speak.
And if it is your first time as well, please do let us know. So we'll do the needful as well to help you through the program today.
Okay, you can unmute yourself. I have given you that power. Feel free. If it's your first time, let us know. Either unmute or tell us in the chat. We'll just take good care of you.
No, so let us know where you're joining us from. So if it's in Australia or which part, or if you're overseas, that's great as well. Very happy to have you join us.
Okay, we are now visible as well. So welcome. We've got a little interesting topic for tonight. Welcome also to those on YouTube. If you have been to a collective meditation with us in Italy, do come on Zoom and tell us about it. I did meet a few of you in Italy, and it would be awfully nice to chat about it on Zoom. So think about that for next week maybe. In the meantime, our interesting topic we've got for tonight, so I'll just chat on while you think about unmuting and telling us about yourself in a minute. So it's given to us by Vara, who was doing the sessions while we were away in Italy, and it's inside-outside alignment, which is quite an interesting topic, Gulshan.
Yes.
We were talking about it today, how to broach this subject, but I think what Vara was meaning was when we're feeling one thing inside, but we're projecting something else outside. For instance, at the supermarket, you know, you've got your training, you're working in the on the queue, and you're not actually feeling that great, but you've got the customers, so you have to smile and ask everyone how you are, but you're not actually interested in how everyone is, so you get that misalignment with the inside-outside, and we often find that we're feeling one thing, but we have to show another thing. But the ideal world would be if we are truly aligned with ourselves and we're feeling, what's the word?
Sincere about our feelings, I suppose.
Sincere about our feelings, and having good feelings as well. I mean, that does bring us to the topic that we have different parts of our nature. And you see this chart up here of our inside subtle system. Now this you might think is something strange, but it's actually very ancient knowledge. And we've got some little slides here which are interesting too, to talk about this knowledge, that it's something that has been written about in India since, well, let me show you that slide.
It's very ancient knowledge.
Sorry.
Well,
carry on.
While Lynn gets the slide, I'll just fill you up a little bit. Sahaja Yoga, the meditation that we're presenting, it is very ancient. However, in the past, very few people had access to this knowledge and also to the awakening of the Kundalini energy within us, which is what happens in Sahaja Yoga. The first time that you come to us, you get your Kundalini awakened. Now it's by the grace of Shri Mataji, the lady in the photograph, she wanted this passed en masse to people and completely free. So this is what we are able to do. This is her gift to humanity, to help us from our trials and tribulations of life, the unhappiness, the internal anguish that one goes through. Are you done?
Yeah, I've got that
Great.
slide that I was mentioning.
So that's my little bit of introduction about Sahaja Yoga, and now to Lynn.
So this Sahaja Yoga knowledge about our inside subtle system has been known in the ancient texts of India since this one, for instance, is from the 4th century BC. I mean, I can't even comprehend that time. You know, we are in Australia and our country's 200 years old, so it does seem like a long time ago. But in India, they've known all these things for a long time. So, you know, we get our information, our knowledge from all different sources. But in a nutshell, it's here on this chart here. But Gulshan will explain a little bit more to us about it in a minute. But the main thing we wanted to talk about before we get into that is that we've got a left side and a right side and a central channel. Sounds a little odd, but it's kind of, we use our right side. So these channels are all in a spiral around our, inside our spinal cord, and the outermost layer is the right side, and that's our activity, our futuristic side of our nature. Further inside is our left side, which is our past, our emotional side. And then there's the very centre is our parasympathetic, or our the everything automatic that happens, and the present moment. So the difficulty in general is to be in the present. In fact, it's pretty much impossible, but the great thing is that Shri Mataji, the lady in the photograph, has given us this method whereby we can get into that present moment by a process of self-realisation, which Gulshan will take us through in a second, which is awakening. Let me go to the next slide. I would like to go to the next slide. Awakening this energy at the base of the spine, which is called our mothering or kundalini energy, and taking it beyond this stage where we're at, which is the brain centre. That's where we're mostly all operating, and going to our ego or our superego, fighting with ourselves or fighting with other people. So this energy will take us beyond that and connect us with that all-pervading energy of life. So that's just a little bit of a preamble. Do you have any questions? Zoom people, feel free to unmute and ask any questions.
Because you can.
You've got the power.
She's giving you the power.
Or anyone here can also ask a question. Daya, I'm looking at you. All quiet?
Okay, well, in that case, we can move
Do you want me
on.
to give a little show of what we're going to do with the little...
Okay.
So, Diana, Kanchan, and Info, hi Info. We've got all these hand movements that Gulshan's going to take us through in a moment, which is where we'll ask some fundamental questions to take ourselves into that state. I'm thinking at the end of these slides we'll get to the meditation spot, and we will. So what I might do is just stop sharing that for the moment, and we'll come back to that in a second.
So we're doing the realization now?
Should we do that? Does anyone have any questions they want to ask before we go on into the realization process? Feel free to either put a chat message or
you can unmute and
you can unmute.
ask. And if everyone's happy, then we'll just we'll get on with our realization. It only takes no more than 10 minutes, so we request you to please be seated very comfortably wherever you are. Please take your shoes off, because we do need the contact with the earth with our feet. Even though we do have socks on, it's permitted, so it's not too hard and fast rule about that. And as Lynn showed, we will work on the left side of our body, because that's the side of emotion within us. And we will use our right hand, which is the hand of action. We'll be working on the left side on those energy centers, which are the chakras, the wheels within us on our central nervous system. Each one of those chakras has a specific quality about it, and they are all positive qualities within us. This realization in the past, I do have to mention this, the gravity of what's just about to happen is, in the past, this would take years to cleanse your system, to cleanse your chakras internally. That's what the topic was today, about external and internal. Internally, to clean those chakras, our personality aspects within us, took many, many years. And now within 10 minutes, you will have access to that realization, easily done. But then the ball is in our court, where then we have to work on our chakras as we go on with our day-to-day life, work on our energy centers, the weaknesses, and help fix them. So that's just in a nutshell about how things have changed, how it's been made easy for us to use it. So, but it is very special. So we will begin now. Hands in our lap, palms up, facing, and we'll take our glasses off. So if any one of you wearing glasses, please do take them off, because otherwise there's a little bit of pressure up here. As I mentioned, we will use the right hand on various parts of our body. You could close your eyes, because it just helps bring the attention inside. It helps us to not be distracted by what's going around us. If you wish to keep your eyes open, you're welcome to do that. Then please just watch Shri Mataji's photo, or maybe the bindi on her forehead, which just is very calming and settling to our thought process. Okay, so eyes closed. And we place our right hand on our heart on the left-hand side. So this is where we are going to work. So placing our right hand on the left side of the heart, we are going to ask our mothering energy, the Kundalini, a couple of questions quietly within us. And one of the first questions we ask is, Mother Kundalini, what is my purpose? Mother Kundalini, what is my purpose on this earth? And who am I, Mother Kundalini? What am I? Moving our right hand, again on the left, staying on the left-hand side, just under the heart area. This is the area of self-mastery within us, so we are going to ask, again, our mothering energy, Mother Kundalini, am I my own master? Am I my own teacher? Mother Kundalini, am I in charge? Am I managing everything by myself? Am I aware of my being? And now we move our hand on the left-hand side to where the leg meets the body. So the sort of crease between the leg and the body, that's where we're going to place the hand nice and firm. And this is the area of pure desire and pure knowledge within us. And here, please express your ardent, pure desire to receive the connection or receive the knowledge, or to be connected with the knowledge. So Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. Please say that a few times. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. We can address the questions to the mothering energy within us, Mother Kundalini, who is waiting to be awakened. She resides in the triangular bone. In each one of us, we're all born with this special mothering energy within us, which is waiting to be awakened. And this is possible through Sahaja Yoga. And it is this mothering energy who is waiting to help us, look after us, nourish us, take care of us, and most of all, love us. So a couple of times, Mother Kundalini, and you can also address this to Shri Mataji, as she is the one who has allowed this gift to be passed on to humanity so easily. So Shri Mataji, please give me the pure knowledge. Shri Mataji, Please give me the pure knowledge. We raise our right hand again on the left hand side, just under the heart area. And here we affirm a few times, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own teacher. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. Once we become aware of the chakras within us, once we become aware of the state of those chakras where the weaknesses are, that's where we become our own master. So we're just affirming that quality within us. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own teacher and I am my own master. Raising that hand to the heart area on the left-hand side. We had started from a heart, and we come back to the heart with a strong affirmation which says, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the spirit. I am not this body. I am not my mind. I am not my thoughts, my worries, my issues, but I am the spirit. Mother Kundalini, I am the spirit. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am the spirit. We take our right hand and place it across the neck on the left-hand side. And as you do that, just move your head towards the right shoulder. And here, a couple of times. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am not guilty. This is something we tend to adopt in our lives, in our personalities. Even though we haven't done anything to cause the guilt, we tend to feel guilty about things, and it's time to let go of the guilt. So, a couple of times, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Placing a hand on the forehead. And as you do that, just cradle your head into your hand. So you apply a little bit of pressure on your forehead with your palm and your fingertips. And here we say a few times, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. Shri Mataji, I forgive everyone. It is really important to forgive, because till we hold on to the angst or the pain that's been caused to us, it plays on us, it expands in our mind and our thinking. So the moment we say we forgive, we step away from that issue that surrounds us and covers us. So a few times, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. And now we place that hand at the back of the head, and as you do that, please tip your head up towards the sky and let your head again nicely rest into your hand at the back of your head. And here it's time to forgive ourselves. So Mother Kundalini, by your grace, Please forgive me. Please forgive me for my past. Please forgive me for my negative habits, which are detrimental to my spirit and to my ascent. Please forgive me. Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. And now we bring a hand. The palm is placed on top of a head, soft part on your head that the children have when they are born. This is the fontanelle bone area within us. This is where the fountain of the mothering energy, the Kundalini, rises through us and flows from the top of the head. So placing your palm on that area, bring your head down a little bit. And now we are going to rotate our hand in a clockwise direction. So the movement is starting from our left, forward, right and back. That's the movement with good pressure. Left, forward, to your right and back. We have to ask because Sahaja Yoga and Shri Mataji respect our freedom. So in our free will, please ask with all your heart, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Shri Mataji, please give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please rise, please rise, please rise. Let me feel you within me and on top of my head. Slowly bring your hand back onto your lap, keeping your eyes closed. And we just take our attention back to the top of our head and just watch that space on top of your head. Keeping your eyes still closed, just see how you feel within yourself, on your hands, perhaps on your fingertips, and on top of your head. So you may notice a certain calmness that settles you down. Your breathing slows down a little bit as well. You may notice some tingling sensation on your fingertips, or a little bit of heat. Or you may also notice a very gentle breath-like cool on the palms of your hands and on top of your head. So if you just open your eyes slowly, keeping your attention still on top of your head. And just notice your thoughts have stopped, for even if it's just for a very short moment, your thoughts have dissipated. And this happens when the Kundalini rises. She sucks our ego and our superego, which is our thinking of the past and the future. And as she does that, she takes us into meditation, which is being in an area of thoughtless awareness, where you're aware of your surroundings, but we are not thinking. What a blessing that is, to have a bit of freedom from our thoughts. And that is also significant because that's when the Kundalini rises and she allows us to have that mental silence within us. So that is a realization process that we went through. And now we have something even more interesting waiting for us. So
that was great, Gulshan. Thank you so much. Very nice.
Thank you.
So we'll just try to hold on to that feeling that Gulshan started us off with. We'll take it a little further. we have got a very short excerpt of Shri Mataji talking about what happens after this realisation process, and then we'll go into another meditation, maybe play a little music and just try and strengthen that feeling. So it's all about the feeling, really. So try not to think about it, just enjoy the feeling. We can chat some more afterwards as well, though.
While Lynn gets the talk ready, you can be comfortably seated wherever you are, hands in your lap open, because that's how we receive those lovely vibrations from Shri Mataji. Her Kundalini is exceptionally strong, so that's what allows us to feel that very strongly.
Let's try to...
So now, there has to be a method that automatically gives you a balance as well as a good ascent and a happy landings into the kingdom of God. That has to happen. Now you are all built in that way. This is what it is. But again, you don't have that faith in me, neither in what we are saying. Because again, I believe in Mataji. There are many who finish with that. You have to have faith in yourself, in your spirit, by experiencing it. It's a dynamic thing that has to happen within you. A tremendous thing. It's nothing something, just your mental belief that today we are communist, tomorrow we are capitalist, and third day something else. It's something that has to become, again I say become, and again become. And that becoming is now. The time has come. This is the resurrection time. This is the last judgment. Believe it or not. There is not going to be another time for that. This is the way we are going to be judged. Our maturity, our balance, our capacity. Many people come to our meetings. Few get their realization, or many get their realization. Makes no difference to me, to anyone, or to Sahaja Yoga, or to you. Because if there are seeds which are just sprouted and are wasted, they are wasted as if they are not sprouted. They do not grow. They are just like any other seeds which have not been touched by the divine. Even if you get realization, which is now quite easy for people to get to, they are for it. Because the divine is anxious. Because your creator is anxious to manifest itself. But to settle down as a realized soul is difficult. I have to tell you at the very outset that if you have to mature into it, you have to understand yourself. You must have your self-esteem. If you just are here for a shopping, or all right, let's see your mother also. That's not the way it is going to work out. If you are people of that caliber, then only you can ascend. There's nothing else needed of you. You may be a prime minister, or you may be a queen, or you may be just a parlour maid. Makes no difference to the divine. You may be a socialist, communist, or a capitalist, makes no difference. You may be this color, that color, makes no difference. But you have to have the caliber of a true seeker who is intelligent enough to see that he has not come on this earth just to be wasted. If you make many instruments and if they are just wasted, they are not put to the mains, they are good for nothing, they have very loose connections, you just say cancel all these, stop this factory. There is no use having any more creations. Only those who are matured enough, who have self-esteem, even age, you'll be surprised, does not matter. I've seen people who are 80 years of age could be very stupid, and people who are very young, very small children also, could be great. So it is the inner quality of a person, his maturity, that matters in Sahaja Yoga. I know it is rather difficult to understand that why, if it is Sahaja, if the Kundalini rises so easily in us, why is it we take time to establish ourselves? The reason is very simple. We are not simple people. We are not. We are very complicated. We have complicated our lives with so many problems.
That was a lovely talk, almost worth hearing again.
Oh, it's so strong.
Said. Yeah.
So let's get on with it. Let's uncomplicate ourselves and bring ourselves into balance. Mm-hmm. So what we went through with Gulshan just now was our self-realization, our connection that happens very easily. I hope you all felt that very strongly. So now what to do after you've gotten your realization? So what you need to do is just to keep that Kundalini energy up in the Sahasrara every day, if you can. So the short way of doing that, so we don't need to go through all the hand movements again, although there's never too many times to do that, even if we do that each week together here. But just for now, let's learn how to do that at home each day. 5 minutes doing that will progress us. So the short form is we're using our hands. So this is probably the only ritual we have in Sahaja Yoga, and that is raising our Kundalini and protecting ourselves with those vibrations. So bear with us if you have done this before, but also for the new people, let's all do it together. So our left hand, left side, remember, is our desire. Right hand's our action side. So we're raising our Kundalini, that's our desire, and we're, with our right side of action, just wrapping those vibrations in that circular motion around the hand, going up to our Sahasrara, our 7th chakra, and tying a knot. So we really want to keep our Kundalini up above our thinking brain. Second time. So our attention is on that left hand rising up. 2 knots for our second channel. And the third time, 3 channels, so we do it 3 times. Up to the Sahasrara and 3 knots. So we really are very certain we would like to keep our attention up there. So just close your eyes for a minute and just feel the increase in your vibrations just simply from doing that. So I won't leave you there too long doing that. So we'll do a couple of balancing exercises, and then we'll just listen to some music and just try and enjoy that silence. So we've got our feet on the floor, we've got our left hand in our lap, we're just going to drop the right hand towards the floor, and this we're asking our Mother Kundalini, Mother Nature, to please absorb any imbalance in my left side, in my emotions, in my past, in my habits. But just you can simply say, Mother Earth, please take away any imbalance from my left side. You can close your eyes for a minute and just feel the elements of nature that are looking after us, sucking out any imbalance in our left side. You may feel a little flow in the left hand, so a flow coming out of the right hand that's dropped towards the earth or on the earth if you're sitting on the floor. It's feeling very strong tonight, Gulshan. Let's try the right side. So we bring the right hand, so whatever side we're clearing, we keep that hand palm open on our lap, and then the left hand is facing behind. So again, we can just take our attention up into our Sahasrara, and we're asking our mother energy, Mother, please absorb all of the overactivity, imbalance from my right side, from my futuristic side, from my very busy, hectic day or hectic mind. Just keeping your attention on the top of your head. You may be able to feel that heat flowing out of the left hand into the atmosphere. The right hand flowing and cooling down. And we can just bring that hand down, both hands open on your lap. I'll play a little music in a moment, but just with your right hand, just raise up through the central channel up to the top chakra. So your hand is very dynamic now. Will encourage your kundalini to rise up. So just try 3 times from the base of the spine up to the Sahasrara. And just feel with that right hand above your head, you might be able to feel that flow. You certainly will after a few days if you're not feeling it now. Could be far away, could be close. And try with the other hand. Sometimes we feel more on different hands. Feel with that right hand above your head. I'm not sure what's happening now. Just feedback. Then bringing both hands again open in your lap. So anytime you feel some thoughts are coming along, just say bye-bye to them. Try not to engage with the thoughts, but then again you can bring your attention back onto the top of your head. So I'll just pop a bit of music on and see how you go.
Ah. Oh non.
Can you just take that down?
Je vais m'envoyer un snap. Attendez, je vais montrer ma chaussette et pouf, pouf, pouf. Et bam, bim, boum, bam.
And slowly opening our eyes. Hope you experienced a bit of thoughtlessness between the thoughts. But let's finish our meditation, and this is what you can do at home each day, at least a couple of times during the week. Again, we'll raise our Kundalini with our left and right hands, winding the right one around that left hand. We're focusing on tying the knot. Second time, 2 knots. Third time, 3 knots. And then we're protecting ourselves with the bandhan, which is the vibrations in a rainbow over ourselves, 7 times over and back. I'm not sure if I remember doing it initially.
I'm always a bit slower than you, so it's 7.
7-ish.
Yeah.
So that's your homework, is to raise your Kundalini, put on a bandhan, sit for 5 minutes. You can put on your favourite music or just sit in silence for a few minutes and just try to feel that thoughtlessness, a coolness in the palms, ultimately a coolness in the top of your head. And there's a few other clearing techniques that we would love to show you. So I know last week we mentioned with everyone that we have something called a foot soak. We were planning to do that tonight, but I forgot to tell everyone to have it ready. So it would be nice if we could do a foot soak next week. And a foot soak is we're using the elements of the water and the earth. If we had the ocean, we could put our feet in the ocean, but we're going to make the ocean in a bucket. So all you need is a bucket that is big enough to fit your feet, and a handful of salt, warm water, lukewarm water.
Yeah.
If you're feeling, so here's the thing about foot soaks, if you're feeling really hot, you make your bucket a bit cooler. If you're feeling a bit cold, as we still are in Canberra, unfortunately, then you keep it a little on the warmer side. So lukewarm is a good halfway between, and we'll put our feet in it and just suck away anything that's bothering us and bring about that balance that we started off talking about, aligning our inside and our outside by bringing ourselves back from the busyness of our working life or the lethargy of our left side.
Yeah.
And just coming into the present.
So that's internal cleansing. It's very, very relaxing as well.
It is.
Helps
it's extremely relaxing.
Sleep well too. So we do that every night and look forward to doing it.
And it doesn't take long, 10 minutes max. If you do any more than that, well, indulging.
Yeah.
But I'll also keep an eye on the WhatsApp group. There is a slide saying what comes next, but everything's on the website. Maybe I can show you the website. I keep doing, there it is. Here's the slide. Slideshow from current slide. Yeah, there it is, but I have to share it with you. It would be helpful. Okay, I'm sharing the slide. And this is where you will find information, and you can email me as well.
So if you have any questions, any queries, if you didn't understand anything, Lynn is very good at explaining and she's very prompt at responding too. So don't be shy.
And if you are on the WhatsApp group, Keep and I will put some information about what is a foot soak for next week, and we'll go through that as well. So that's always makes a nice meditation after doing the foot soak. So you need a bucket, you need some water, some salt, a little rinsing jug, just a cup of water, and either a towel that's purposed or paper towel to dry your feet afterwards. So that will be our treat for next Monday.
Next Monday.
There is also another session tomorrow night from Perth at 9 p.m. And of course, we'll be posting meditations every day on the WhatsApp group. So if you have anything you would like to feedback to us now, you may give us a note in the chat, send us a message on those numbers, or unmute, although sorry about the disturbance at one point there in our meditation. We left the power on for you that you didn't use, and somebody came in and used it.
Meanwhile, please make sure you don't forget your homework, which is 5-minute meditation in the morning and in the evening, as Lynn showed us how to do it, raise our Kundalini and place ourselves in abundance.
And then it would be good to hear how you go. So that was quite a strong video talk that we need to get on and do it. So I hope you will do that. Anything else, Gulshan, we'd like to?
I think we've covered everything.
We have covered
We've drilled
everything.
the homework well into our lovely joiners.
So we'll finish with a bit of music then and take your leave. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining, and to all on YouTube as well. Thank you.
It's a bit loud. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Daya. Thank you, John. Thank you, Surrender.